A British mom died while undergoing Brazilian butt lift surgery from a Turkish clinic her family described as a pop-up butcher shop. And to add to the horror, her body was found to be missing parts of several vital organs after her death. Kaydell Brown had just celebrated her 38th birthday when she died on March 26th at Clinic Expert in Istanbul, where she underwent an intense 3-part cosmetic procedure that included a tummy tuck, liposuction, and the BBL, her grieving sister, Leanne, told ITV News. 3 people walked in and said, "Can you come with us, please?" Leanne, who was scheduled to have the same surgery during that fateful trip, recalled the harrowing moment she was pulled from the waiting room. They took me to a room and they just started to say, "You know, there's been some complications with surgery. You know, things can happen." And I said, "Has my sister died?" And he said, "I'm sorry, but yeah." Clinic officials told Leanne that Brown had died in the recovery room following the procedure. Staff claimed they were unable to wake up the mother of 2. They theorized some fat had traveled to her lungs. Leanne was in deep shock, but was refused access to Brown's body. Instead, the staff handed her $5,400 refund. So they handed her her refund, booked her flight home, and ushered her quickly out of the country. They just gave me an envelope and said, "Here's your money back, and here's your sister's money back, and here's your flight." It's like, "Sorry, she's dead. Here's your plane ticket," she said. Okay, we don't even need to read no more of that. We don't even need to read no more of that. So, okay, these stories, Stephen, for me, they're becoming too often. I think this is maybe like the 3rd one we've reported on. Now, for me, this is simple. Very, very simple. These surgeries ain't safe. They're not safe. And women keep taking the risk constantly. Like, ladies, if you want something overnight, yeah, there's going to be risk involved. If you want to change your whole body overnight, you have to understand that there's serious risk involved. I've got to keep it real. First of all, rest in peace to this young lady who has left behind 2 children. But the facts of this, we've got a thing called a gym. We've got a thing called exercise. That is what we need to be tapping into. No, I'm not saying that you're going to get the results overnight. The facts are you're not going to. It's going to take you some time. But this constant search for perfection is creating casualties. It was only a few years ago that, what's the guy's name again, man? There's a guy in the States, one of them guys from
DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly. Popular guy, comedian from the States. His partner went to go and get surgery and passed, leaving 2 children. People, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And look at how these men are handling you guys as well. When you go to these places, look at how you guys are being handled in these places. You go into Turkey, you're getting ushered out quickly after your sister's just passed. What kind of trauma is that? And on top of that, oh, we're hearing about potential organ harvesting and all these kind of things. Ladies, this is very scary. Very, very scary. I'm an old school guy, so there ain't no pressure on no women around me. But the facts of this, all you need is a clean diet and a gym membership and some water. I'm not saying you're going to look like the most sculpted IG model, but you know what? You're going to be healthy. You can't keep taking these risks, ladies. You cannot, especially when you've got children, because the facts of the matter is, you're dead for nothing. R.I.P. I'll say it again, R.I.P. But You've died for nothing. And those children are going to grow up, yeah, having to tell that story of losing their mother based on cosmetic surgery. This is not even no surgery, you know, Stephen, where you needed it for your health. This is for vanity reasons. And the way I see it, I'm going to tell it like I said it to you off air, Stephen. If these ladies are seeing these celebrities going in there and dying, not to mention all of these horror stories, because it's only certain stories that are reported. There's a lot of these stories that are going on week in, week out. And if this is not stopping these ladies from making that trip to Turkey, Stephen, I don't know what will.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. All for the sake of vanity. Mark, it's never going to stop, man. It will never stop until these procedures are banned. People don't care, or ladies don't care about it's the most dangerous procedure you can do. Ladies don't care about one in 10 can dead. They don't care about any of it. And then to make matters worse with this particular story, you're talking about organ harvesting. Yeah? Organ harvesting. So how do we not know that it wasn't a simple case of no procedure ran, no anesthesia was admitted, no nothing, no this, no that. They just got her in and took out her organs. Oh, she's dead. Refund, plane ticket. Because I don't know how you get from botched BBL to she was missing, the cadaver's missing organs. To me, there's no correlation between the two. What do you mean the organs were missing? So she died 10 minutes ago and you already doing an autopsy. I didn't know this was the morgue.
And had the money ready, Stephen, to refund her. We gotta remember that the money was already ready to refund her and usher her out of the country as quick as possible with her flight. Yeah. So let me say it as it is. Sorry to interrupt you there, but
that's right.
You're onto something, and I want to ask you: could some of these appointments be more about the harvesting than the BBL? I'll just say it like that.
Mark, of course, man. Of course, not all. Like, I'm not gonna come on here and try and brandish Turkey as some demonic place where you're not figure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'm no one to do that. But certainly not, because when you look at these things and you hear, you can get BBL for cheap in DR or Colombia or Turkey. Sometimes cheaper is not always better. Just because you get the best deal, you know, doesn't necessarily mean it is the best deal.
Facts.
Because you never heard the saying, you're saving pennies just to lose pounds.
Real talk, and in this case, you've lost way more than pounds.
You lost way more, man. You gone, so one life lost. You're picking them life, English. You've died, so your life's gone. Your sister's going to be traumatized. Your children are going to be traumatized. The surrounding family are going to be traumatized. Any friends, loved ones, community. Like, this is what I've come to learn more and more as I've gotten older. How much death really affects those who are left behind.
Facts.
Because it's never a case of, oh, so-and-so passed. That's sad. The end. No, man, like, that's going to affect certain people forever, for the rest of their life. Some people may never be the same, and especially the scenario surrounding your death. It wasn't a life-saving treatment you went in for. It was cosmetic bullshit, to call a spade a spade.
Facts. It wasn't like, if I'm her like, again, we got to keep saying this disclaimer. Rest in peace. But as a child, if I'm the child, yeah, I don't think I can come to peace with it, because I'm going to be like, yo, it wasn't a life-threatening surgery. You didn't walk outside and get hit by a bus. Like, you've chose to alter your body for cosmetic, for vanity reasons. So you've chose to take on cosmetic surgery, very dangerous cosmetic surgery, for vanity. Yo, there's nothing that could take me away from my children, you know, for vanity, you know.
Yeah,
for vanity. And even a lot, I know a couple of men that have did it, so I'm not This is not aimed at no man, but even some of you man that are making them pin up your head as well. With them, with that,
That's aimed at every brother family.
I know Steven's got no chill still.
Huh? Yeah,
That
man,
me,
prick up your
couple
head,
man I
make you
know
look
did
like
it, so I
Hellraiser.
ain't taking no aim at you, man. But me, no. Vanity is killing people, and that goes for man and woman alike.
The thing coming like when you want jerk the fire. You know when you want jerk some chicken, but you can't catch a fire. The hairline not catch, Richard. You see a man, he got a hair transplant. I said, "Farmer, I thought you had a hair transplant 2 years ago." I did, farmer. It's just in the shedding stage. It soon grow back. Take a blood. Farm that gone. Your thing look like Tory Lanez. That gone.
Nah, man, it's getting beyond a joke. People, it's okay. It's okay. There's a few things that, okay, a man can, light things, like teeth whitening and them kind of things. But BBL, hair transplant, and the thing is, man are doing it now as well. Man are doing it now as well, Steve. Man are going to these surgeries and getting their abs sculpted out and all of that. It's absolutely ridiculous what's going on.
Ma, you're glazing like a Krispy Kreme again. You forget about man I get height lengthening surgery. Man I chop them foot and I stretch bone and all them. You forget about that one day?
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. You know what it is? We're living in a scary time, you know, Stephen. People are going against nature too much, you know. People are going against nature too much. You mean to tell me that you can actually go gym and sculpt your thing? You can actually go gym and sculpt your body.
Too much hard work.
But just because you don't want to take on that hard work, yeah, you're going under the knife. And this is for all these women.
No. Imagine that.
And it's deep-rooted as well, because social media plays a part in this, because so many girls are going on there, and the girls who get the attention are the girls that look perfect. So now these girls are like, I want to look perfect
Mark,
too.
I have to challenge you there.
Talk to me, man.
Because it's not even they're getting the attention, but it's not even a case of perfection, because they don't look perfect anymore. It's like the technology's gone backwards. Because back in the day, a lady could have boobs done, you could have a breast augmentation, and you'd never know. Nowadays, everyone wants to look like a blow up pin-up doll. Everyone wants to look fake. It's like the things have gone backwards. It's like it's on the backslide. It's on the decline. Everyone wants to look fake. Everybody want to walk around like ants or the Bug's Life.
Yeah, man. Some of them look
just
terrible.
Swell up, nappy full of shit, but you leg them a matchstick. That makes sense?
Yeah, man. Some of them look absolutely terrible. Some of them look terrible. And I just don't get it, man. Like, nah, man. Ladies, this is the last thing we'll say on this. Ladies, this is not even just for those mothers out there, you know. Ladies, you see this gift we've got called life. You see this thing that we are involved in called life. We get one shot at this, you know. I ain't checking out of this game through vanity. Now, it's different if I walk outside, God forbid, and a train licks me down, an accident, or I walk outside and something falls out the sky and licks me down. That's different. But I'm not going to make that decision to go under the knife. Now, imagine the trauma. The sister was there to do it as well. Imagine that trauma, man. All for vanity. People, come on, man. Let's stop following the African Americans, which is going to be our next topic as well. An African American also. Let's stop following the African Americans with this surgery. Let's stop, man. Because now it's creeped over into Europe, and a bag of girls in the UK are doing this. Stop following these Insta models. I promise you, their life is not as fun as it looks. I promise you. Stop following them, man. What are you saying, Stephen?